watching Metro Morning. Now, as we continue to track what we've seen in terms of the Lok Sabha polls, Mirror Now's executive editor Shreya Dhondyal also spoke to veteran Congress leader Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who weighed in on the mandate. What did he have to say? Let's listen.
Here on Mirror Now, how do you read the results? Yes, it's not a victory for the India alliance, but it's a victory. It's a defeat that seems like a victory, almost like a victory.
Well, your time is limited. I can see that I'm competing with the Honorable Prime Minister, with whom I cannot compete for eyeballs. So I will not even try. Let me be very pointed. Number one, the takeaway of this election is that the cleverest person amongst all of us is the public. Not you, not me, not Mr. Modi, not Congress, not anybody. The cleverest is Janta, sab janti hai. Number two, the resources which we lacked as a combination of India is a ratio of 1:10, Shreya. Take it electoral bonds, take the machinery of the government, take the agencies, take anything. With 1/100th the fraction, to have put up this show is incredible, something which is not realized, not stated, and underestimated. Number three, make no mistake about it. This was the election of Modi versus everybody in the India alliance. There was no NDA. Everything was in the name of Modi. It was a referendum of Modi, by Modi, for Modi. Well, if you prepare to have that referendum, of course you are brave. I applaud it. You must also be ready to take the result of that referendum. That referendum has given you, as Modi, 234, 235, 240, I don't know the exact figure. It is 35 less than a majority. Yes, as a pre-declared alliance, you may have a majority, but if you take away two Johnny-come-latelys, very recent joiners, the two ends, one of Andhra, one of Bihar, then what are you? Mr. Modi by himself is what then? Less that by 40 or something, 40, 45, you know where the referendum stands. So in that sense, it's a takeaway, is a rejection of the one person, one idea, one identity election. And just to end very quickly, a false narrative is going around again and again that they are double our seats. Please, please don't say that. You forget that we have got, say, about 100, just under 100. But we fought only 282 seats. We didn't fight. We ceded almost just under half to our alliance partners. Whereas the BJP fought 432 seats. So this false narrative going around that we got 99 or 100 and they got 240 is a false narrative. And also, of course, it has several other takeaways. It has takeaways about the limits of divisiveness, the limits of religious divide, the limits of the politics of provocation, intimidation, identity politics on religious terms, on caste terms, all divisive. Aapka Mangal Sutra le lenge, aapka ye le lenge, aapka wo le lenge, etc., etc. And as I've always said, it should be, it was, and it is, and rightly we did it. It's an aggregation of state results. India is a federal country. It should be an aggregation of state results. So, I mean, there are so many takeaways. I've given you only a quick list.
We have enough time. Prime Minister Modi, if my estimates are correct, will only start speaking at 9 o'clock. So we have time to chat a little more. Can I ask you, Mr. Singhvi, then? But look, fact is, if you just look at the numbers on our screens, fact also is that the BJP is the single largest party in India right now with the numbers that we have, right? So to that extent, the mandate to rule is the BJP's. Now, I want to ask you, will the India alliance make an attempt at government formation, or will they sit in the opposition? Because they have not got the mandate to rule.
Look, let's get 2 or 3 things clear. One, I am nobody to make such comments before the alliance meets tomorrow. The Congress president has said so. So you have to wait, have to be patient. Whatever I say has nothing to do with what the alliance will decide tomorrow. They'll take a considered decision. That caveat you must put uppermost. Number 2, Yes, we may not have got the direct mandate, as you put it, but make no mistake about it, Mr. Modi has also not got the mandate. He's also not got the mandate. Anybody, and I can only say this, and it's from my own side, obviously the alliance is not met. Anybody and everybody who shares the view that the idea of India which we share is correct, that the idea of India, of the Constitution of India, which needs to be promoted is our idea, is always free to support us. Who that will be, I cannot tell you today. Why that will be, I cannot tell you today. Whether it will be also, I cannot tell you today. But to suggest that you have a mandate to rule with 234, with the balance 40, 50, 60, about 40 of those 60, as I said, are very, very recent marriages. They are shaky marriages.
Okay, Mr. Singhvi, then last question to you, and it's on Chandrababu Naidu. Look, he was supposed to do a press conference today. He, after all, is the king in Andhra Pradesh, the kingmaker in Delhi. He decided he doesn't want to speak to the press. Reporters waited for him for 8 hours, so that tells us a story. What also tells us a story is that he's taking a chartered flight out of Andhra Pradesh and coming to Delhi tomorrow. Is it for a quick chat with the India Alliance, or is it for a quick chat with Narendra Modi and the BJP?
He's a good friend. I was with him, the main person who did the EVM issue in 2019. He's a very wise, seasoned politician. It is you to ask him, not me. And he's the best person to answer, but I don't think you're getting him on your camera. So don't make me a poor substitute.
No. Okay, no, we are not getting him because he's very cleverly decided he doesn't want to answer some tough questions today. Maybe by tomorrow evening, but certainly not today. He'll take some time to finish eating his cake and the cherry on top and decide what he wants to do.
Now, let's also tell you about the giant killer from Amethi, Congress's KL Sharma, who has stunned everyone with his outstanding performance against BJP Smriti Irani. Mirror Now's executive editor Shreya Dhondial also had an exclusive conversation with the newsmaker. Let's listen in.
किशोरीलाल जी नमस्कार, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस एंड आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई। अब मेरे को याद है जब आपका नाम अनाउंस किया था अमेठी से तो आप खुद ही घबरा गए थे कि अरे मुझे तो पता ही नहीं था। मेनी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस, दिस हैज वर्कड आउट वेरी वेल फॉर यू किशोरीलाल जी। ये हुआ कैसे? आप तो जायंट किलर बन गए।
नहीं, ये तो परिवार का निर्णय था, तो मैं उसको कबूल किया कि भाई ठीक है, आप कह रहे हैं तो मेरे को लड़ना है तो लड़ूंगा, क्योंकि मेरा काम 40 साल से लड़ाने का ही रहा एक्चुअली। ठीक है, तो अपना इलेक्शन लड़ने में थोड़ी घबराहट तो होती है, लड़ाना बहुत आसान है, लड़ना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है। तो थोड़ा घबराहट थी, लेकिन प्रियंका जी आई, राहुल जी आए, अखिलेश जी आए, खड़गे जी आए, इन्होंने जीत मेरी आसान बना दी।
किशोरीलाल जी, आप कह रहे हैं आप थोड़े घबराए हुए थे, लेकिन मतलब एक दो बार तो मैं भी आपसे मिली हूँ, लेकिन कई पत्रकार जो अमेठी बहुत रेगुलरली आते हैं बोलते हैं देखिए आप लोग सोच रहे हैं दैट ही इज अ अंडरडॉग। बात यह है कि किशोरीलाल जी अमेठी का चप्पा चप्पा जानते हैं और किशोरीलाल जी अमेठी में लगभग सब लोगों को जानते हैं। तो इलेक्शन लड़ रहे हैं, ये मत सोचिए कि स्मृति ईरानी क्योंकि बीजेपी से आती हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने राहुल गांधी को हराया है, इसका ये मतलब नहीं है। दिस इज अ डन डील।
नहीं, देखिए, मैं ये कहूँगा कि गांधी परिवार यहाँ के अमेठी के रोम रोम में बसा है। ठीक है, तो ये अगर कोई सोचता है कि यहाँ गांधी परिवार कुछ नहीं है तो गलत उसका सोचना है। ठीक है, और गांधी परिवार को अमेठी और रायबरेली में अंडर एस्टिमेट करना ये बहुत बड़ी भारी भूल होती है लोगों की।
आपको लगता है कि स्मृति ईरानी ने गांधी परिवार को अंडर एस्टिमेट किया अमेठी में?
मैं उनका तो नाम नहीं लूंगा, मैंने बात अपनी कह दिया।
अच्छा, एक बात बताइए कि इन हाइंडसाइट बहुत लोग कह रहे थे किशोरीलाल जी, एंड आई नो यू आर क्लोज टू द फैमिली, आपने 40 साल से जो है गांधी परिवार का काम संभाला है, अमेठी में इलेक्शंस लड़वाए हैं। कई लोगों ने कहा था कि अमेठी छोड़ के भाग रहे हैं राहुल गांधी, भाग रहे हैं क्योंकि उनको पता है कि वो स्मृति ईरानी के हाथों हार जाएंगे। इन दी एंड डू यू फील कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने जो अपना कैलकुलेशन किया था राहुल गांधी को रायबरेली से लड़ाने का और आपको अमेठी से लड़ाने का, वो कैलकुलेशन एक्चुअली बिल्कुल सही था?
नहीं देखिए, मतलब ये जो आप कह रही हैं ये तो मेरे को पता नहीं इसके पीछे क्या ग्राउंड है। मैं तो लास्ट मोमेंट तक गांधी परिवार का वेट कर रहा था।
हाँ।
ठीक है, तो मैं नॉमिनेशन की तैयारी में था, यहाँ सारा कुछ कर लिया था, लेकिन अब इसके पीछे क्या रीज़न रहा होगा, क्योंकि प्रियंका जी ने विश्वास किया मेरे ऊपर, सोनिया जी ने विश्वास किया, राहुल जी ने विश्वास किया मेरे ऊपर, तो मैंने यहाँ जनता की मदद से उस विश्वास को तोड़ा नहीं और जनता ने मेरे को संबल दिया कि मैं उस विश्वास के ऊपर उनके खरा उतरा।